What is going on, guys? EK1 Gaming here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Today we are going to be giving you the best Pokemon Go cheats you can possibly have. With this software from UltFone, you're going to be able to move your location. You're going to be able to use a joystick to walk around and catch all those great regional Pokemon, and also get all those 100 IVs, all that good stuff, all with one piece of software sitting at your desk or just laying in bed, or however you want to do it. Now, there is a free version and of course a paid version. We are going to be showing you the paid version today. The free version is a limited trial, so you can test out the software. If you like it, then you can purchase it. The link will be in the description below, so go ahead and follow that link to get the software downloaded. And let's get straight into the tutorial and show you exactly how best you can utilize this software. So as you can see, once you've downloaded the software, you open up that software on your Mac or Windows device, and you'll be faced with this screen here. Now, this basically gives us the options which we want to do. So we're going to have change location, which is teleport mode. We're going to have two spot or single spot movement, so from A to B. We're then going to have multi-spot, so you can have multiple spots on a route that you can go, and it will just keep going around that, walking, hatching eggs, doing what you kind of want to do, catching Pokemon, spinning stops on a set route. And then of course the joystick as well, where you can control the movement just by using the joystick alone. So first off, let's just start by the biggest cheat right now, and that's just changing the location. Now, you will have to click the disclaimer. Now, the disclaimer means don't overuse the software. You can get banned for using location changing software, but if you stick to cooldowns, if you find yourself not being able to spin stops and catch Pokemon, they're just fleeing, make sure you watch the cooldown video, which the link will be in the description for that as well. Just make sure you watch that video first, stick to those cooldowns before going into it, and you will highly reduce the risk of any bans. So let's go ahead and change our location then. So we'll just click enter after you've ticked the disclaimer, and then you're going to select your phone. So my phone is the iPhone here. I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it is on the latest iOS software, so you're safe. Click it here. If you want to do it on Wi-Fi, just make sure your phone's connected to the same Wi-Fi as your computer. I'm going to do it hardwired via the USB cable. So when you click next, it's going to put you in a random location, which should be in the same country as you, but not the actual location. Because if it was, then I would be living in the middle of the Thames. We are in a location that's randomly pinged us at. That might be there's a cell tower around here that my phone pings at. But as you can see, we are in the UK. And of course, I do live in the UK. Now, what we're going to do anyway is change our location. So we're going to want to go somewhere where there's a bit more population, population of Pokemon. Because where I am here, look at this around me. There's literally nothing here. So what we're going to do today is go to New York Central Park. So once you've typed in Central Park, New York, click on it. It's going to show you exactly where it is. You can then zoom into it. And as you can see here, this is Central Park, this big square here in the middle of New York. So anywhere on here we can click, or we can just click where it's actually put us already. I'm just going to move it over here slightly to be right in the middle here. And then click Start to modify. You're going to get a warning that pops up. Basically, that is just the disclaimer that I told you, don't overuse it. And also, if you've got any background apps open like Netflix or anything like that that uses your location in the background, be sure to kill those apps in the background. So close all of the background apps, just have Pokemon Go open, because you're going to see in a second the time and everything will change on your phone. So it's going to change your whole phone's location. Now, when you're finished with the location changing software, to reset it, you just turn your phone off and turn your phone back on again. But then if you do go and play Pokemon Go again, just wait 2 hours before doing so. So we are now teleported. So as you can see, it was instant teleportation. And this location here, well, there's a lot more here than there was at my pinged address there. So as you can see right here, we've got a lot of activity. Now, what do we want to do while we're here? Well, first off, if you like this location, for example, so say I wanted to spawn here every time, or I just want to save this location, just click on it again. And then here you'll see a star. Just simply press that star and it will go into your favorites. So when you find places that you really like, you find things that you really like to do, like Zaragoza for Pokestops, like New York for Pokemon and gyms and battles and raids, all that good stuff. Just save them, and then you'll have like a library of saved locations what you could just flick through. So when we're here, we're going to back out, or you can simply just press the menu up here. So today we'll just do the menu up here, but you can back all the way out and go back into the next section if you want to. but you can just quickly do it on here. So we're going to do a single spot movement. So what that means is we're going to want to move from this location here, for example. We're not going to teleport. We're going to get our character to walk the route for us. Now, this is handy if you've got any eggs hatching, or you want to hatch any eggs, or you found a good route. For example, say I just want to walk all the way up here, and look at all those Pokestops. I want to go all the way through them. Then you would just set the route there. So for us, we're just going to walk to the end of the park, okay? So we're going to click the end of the park until you see the marker there. We're going to do that once. And then the speed we're going to walk at, we're going to go 14.4 kilometers, okay? Do not go anything over sort of 15 kilometers because it won't hatch eggs. It will count you as being as like on a bicycle and stuff like that. And that doesn't hatch eggs. You can change this to miles per hour or kilometers. I put it on kilometers and just 14.4. Again, you can favorite this route. If you like this set route, you can just favorite it and come back to it. And then what we're going to do is click start move. Now, what your character is going to do now is just basically walk this route. As you can see, it's the park. So you don't really have to worry about sort of being realistic, although this will put it on a realistic mode. So if you notice, if it was doing it normally, it would just walk straight across here. However, there's some water here, so the character won't walk through water when you are doing the single spot movement. Multi-spot movement is slightly different, so be careful with that. But as we're here, we can catch a Pokemon. So we can just do this for now. Turn the AR off. You can catch a Pokemon if you don't fly away. Probably the worst Pokemon to actually try and catch right now with one hand. There we go. So hopefully that will catch the Pokemon. As I say, if you just see them fleeing instantly, then it's not a good thing. So stop trying to catch Pokemon. This one just broke free, so let's get him again. And in the background, my character's still going to be doing the route. You can see here he's still walking the route, okay? So if you get like a clump of Pokemon, what I would suggest doing is simply just pausing or stopping it, and then carrying on catching the clump of Pokemon that are there. And as you can see, look, he is running in the background because he started walking as I was catching the Pokemon, which is fine. It's not a problem. But like I say, if you've got a lot of Pokemon in one spot, I would definitely pause it. And you can do a lot of other things here. You can spin stops. You can do anything you want as you're walking by. Now, you see there's another Pokemon spawn. So you can get all of this here. I would recommend using an alternate account. This is an alt account for me, so it's a low-level account. So if you do get banned or there's some kind of restriction put on your account, you know it's not going to affect your main account. So when we get close to the Pokestop, we're just going to spin that stop to show you guys that as well. Might be a little bit out of range. Oh, item bag is full. Typical. We are going to do that. Let's just get rid of some super potions. I don't mind. We can catch loads more anyway. That's not a problem. We might be just still in location for it, are we? There we go. So we got the Pokestop as well. Again, look at all the Pokemon around. This is a very good way. So for me, for example, I would sort of pause there because I would want to catch, say, the Drowsy. I would want to catch all of those Pokemon that are in the area. And then I would continue the walk, and he will just continue where he was going to walk. It also shows it here as well. 2.58 kilometers is the distance. So if you were doing a 20k egg, you would know you'd have to do that like 17 times, okay? So you could just change that number there to 17, and he would just keep going back and forward 17 times, and he would hatch that egg. Now, say, for example, you want to do a multi-stop, so a multi-spot movement. So you want to go from one place to the next, So say, click on multi-spot up here. So say where we are, we want to go to that spot where I just said, but then we're going to do a loop around the park, and basically just click as many times as you want. You can literally do this all you want, and then you can end it by clicking on where you are now. Again, set the kilometers per hour, so 14.4 kilometers per hour. So you're going to hatch eggs. If you don't want to hatch eggs, you just want to do it quick, put it on whatever you want. We're just going to do it once, and then we're going to click start to move. Now, this one won't do realistic mode, so he will walk across anything in his path. So he'll walk across that water. That does, you know, give you a risk of getting banned, a risk of something like not looking right when you're actually doing this. So what I would recommend is stop that and basically set it along like a path here. So it doesn't have to be dead on the path, but just don't walk across big buildings, water, and stuff like that. So just click start to move now. He's going to go to that exact route where I've zoomed in here. So it's just basically going to go to the path. So it doesn't matter. Like I say, it doesn't have to be dead on. Again, you can start spinning stops. You can catch Pokemon. You can do all of that good stuff while you're here. And you can do this anywhere in the world, okay? So you could teleport to Tokyo. You can teleport to anywhere where there's community days and stuff like that. Just teleport across to them, unless they do make you scan into them, which of course you won't be able to do. So once we've done this, say for example now, look, you know, I've found a good spot. We're happy. We know where we are is good. We know it's populated. But I just want to freely walk around. So you're going to click on the joystick. Joystick is probably the most common cheat for Pokemon Go. And believe me, it is one of the best things to do. There are some things you have to be careful of. Again, is that water, that building, walking, and all that stuff. But as you can see, you've got the big circle here on the screen now. WASD. So that's for your keyboard. Walking forward is W. A is left, D is right, and S is back. So if I just simply press W, he's going to start walking forward. Then I'm going to press D, and then he's going to turn. So you can see here, and then I'm just going to press S, and he's going to come back. So you can control him as much as you want in terms of using your control, using your keyboard, which is the easiest method I find. But if you're just laying, you know, laying in bed, just set yourself a route and just do it. So if you're connected to Wi-Fi, set yourself a route, a multi-route, and then just sit in bed and just catch them if you want to. You don't have to be at your computer. However, for this, you do. You can also just click. So say if I click W, which is forward, just leave it. Just click once, and you can see there's a stop button here. He's auto going to walk. So now I can do whatever I want as he's walking. Again, he's going to walk across buildings, walk across water. Be careful of that. Try to minimize that as much as possible. So you can see there's a few Pokemon spawning around. He's just going to carry on walking. And say for now, actually, I want him to walk left. Just click left and then just don't press anything. You literally don't have to do anything now. He's just going to walk in that line until you stop it. So basically just press the stop button to stop it. You can also drag this, okay? So you can drag this around. But I find that to be the least sort of comfortable one because you have to constantly be dragging and moving the circle around each way. Okay, so for me, I either recommend just pressing and leaving or actually using your keyboard like you're playing a game and just moving around. So let's catch one more Pokemon. So we're going to catch the Electrike. He's a jumpy boy. So again, like I say, it's so easy and simple to do. And these are the best cheats you can get for Pokemon Go right now. The fact that they're on your PC and not actually downloading third-party software to your phone reduces the risk of bans as well, because you're not going to get flagged up for having sort of a software on your phone that's interfering with the GPS system or anything like that. Also, I would recommend logging with Facebook, not Google account, because sometimes you'll get error codes saying you know, unable to detect location or can't authenticate. Just log in as Facebook. You can link that to Facebook through your settings. Really simple and easy to do. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and literally go ahead and catch all those Pokemon you want across the whole of the world. If you do have any questions, join our Discord server like I mentioned before. And if you have any questions that you want answering in the video, just put them in the comment section below. We will go ahead and answer all of those comments as well. If you would like to see more videos from this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button and share this video with all of your Pokemon Go friends. With all that being said, take care everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.